Discover solutions to issues that affect your family and professional life with practical information to help you get past life's adversities. Take a proactive approach to power up your life with Rosalie's expert resources.
58 years after President Woodrow Wilson made Mother's Day official, Richard Nixon signed a proclamation making Father's Day a federal holiday in 1972. Most dads do enjoy a practical gift or two, and here to prove practical can also be exciting is Emmy Award-winning technology and digital lifestyle commentator Mario Armstrong with his list of essential, practical, yet awesome gifts to wow your favorite dad or grad. Good morning, Mario.
Good morning, Rosalie. How are you?
I am well, thank you. My nephews are gamers, and even the one that just graduated last week. So anything new for dads or grads that are gamers?
They're going to love this then, Rosalie. They absolutely will love what Nintendo 3DS family of systems has coming out. This is Kirby Planet Robobot. Kirby is wearing new armor. He can transform into a doctor, a jet, a car, even gain ESP powers. Plus you can play solo or with up to 4 different people with the download play feature, which is sold separately.
Some things are essential in life, Mario, like coffee to get our day going.
This is the Keurig K15 brewer. It's compact for the dorm, small apartment, fits in dad's office or the man cave really, really, really easily. Totally stylish. We're talking new colors, jade, true blue, chili red, and more. And you can get a cup of coffee in less than 2 minutes.
I enjoy working on my laptop, getting out of the office, and going on the patio deck. But when I get there, I find there's these Wi-Fi dead zones.
I know.
How can I avoid them?
I know, and it's like when you pull up maybe Netflix or something else and it's stuttering, or you're watching video and it's pausing and buffering, and you're like, why is it doing this? I'm paying for internet service. So you're hitting a dead zone. And so most homes have a single router in the house where the Wi-Fi signals are coming from. Well, I love this because it extends those signals all throughout your home. It's the Eero home Wi-Fi system. It took me 15 minutes, Rosalie, to set this up in my home. It blankets your home with Wi-Fi so that it removes those dead zones. And basically you connect each one of these to a wall outlet in different places throughout your home. So really, really great way to make sure all those devices are staying connected.
All right, Mario, so share some new, exciting computing gift ideas.
The newest thing that's really hot, really cool and different comes from someone that's always innovating. That's Intel. They have come out with the Intel Compute Stick. It's that small stick right here. It looks about the size of a candy bar right there, which is really, really awesome. It connects to any TV monitor or screen with an HDMI port. So all you do is take that stick, plug it into the back of your TV screen in that HDMI port, and be able to use your TV as a big computer, which is awesome.
Wow, that is amazing technology.
Yeah, it's super, super cool, super cool.
All right, for those of us planning a backyard pool party, any suggestions for a new Bluetooth portable speaker to help pump up the volume?
This is the LG Music Flow P5. We're talking 15 hours of battery life, so that's a long party, lots of fun. Available in 5 different color combinations, small enough, as you can see, to put into a backpack or to a purse and take it with you on the go. Plus, since it connects over Bluetooth, you can connect multiple devices to it, or you can connect multiple speakers to each other to create even bigger sound, which is cool.
All right, Mario, share with us some shopping tips on how to save money.
If you're going to shop online or in store, you got to use the Retail Me Not app. You have to download this free app, put it on your phone, put it on your device, because it's going to make sure that you can type in the store that you're in or the product that you're looking at. You'll see if there's any coupons, rebates, discounts, whether that's in store or online, all right there from thousands of retailers in one simple app. Most people save on average $20 per transaction when they use Retail Me Not.
All right, Mario, where can we find more information on all these great gift ideas?
Rosalie, everything and all the details are up on our website at thunknews.com/essential.
Thanks, Mario, for joining us with the essential, practical, and awesome gifts for dads and grads. And Mario, happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm a proud dad. I'm a proud dad. You too. Thanks so much.
Summer celebrations begin with graduations and Father's Days to express our appreciation for all their accomplishments. So choosing the perfect gift that stands out from the rest can take some time and thought. Here to help make your celebrations of dads and grads more memorable is the head of strategic consulting firm Tech Savvy and author and technology expert Scott Steinberg to share what tech gifts should be on your radar list this year. Good morning, Scott.
I'm doing great, Rosalie. How about yourself?
I'm happy and living the perfect life in Florida. All right, Scott, so what tech gift is practical and a great idea for a dad or a grad?
Well, there's tons to pick from, but let's start with TVs. They're always going to go over well, whether you got a grad going off to college this fall or a dad maybe wants to upgrade his man cave. So this is cool. You may not know it, but Kenmore, these guys are a familiar brand. They're actually extending their expertise into electronics. So what they've got is 6 new models of TV set. You get 3 high-definition TVs, and they also have 3 different sizes of Elite 4K Ultra High-Definition TVs. So incredible picture quality on these. They're designed for premium entertainment, but are also super affordable, which is great.
All right, so for those guys that like to keep themselves busy, what gadgets will stand out as the best gifts for the DIY guy?
Of course, right? So especially if you got a DIYer in your family, you want to check out some of the latest new upgrades from Craftsman. They're putting some fun spins on typical hand tools, emphasizing speed and efficiency. And their latest actually is the Flex Claw Hammer. This is pretty cool. So basically what you get here, it's designed for speed and convenience. It's got 4 locking positions, and on top of it can double as a pry bar if you needed to get hard to reach angles. So pretty cool. I would also have a look at their Extreme Grip 10-piece screwdriver set. So you get short, long, of course, but what's also cool, these suckers are diamond tipped. They don't have the typical black oxide tips that you would find on most screwdrivers, so you get 4 times the gripping power to really help you get the job done. You know what they say, right tools, right job. I think dads and grads are going to dig them.
And the best thing is, you get some home repairs done around the house.
Absolutely. I know all too well you got the honey-do list, right? Honey-do this, honey-do that. Good grief.
All right, so how about keeping the men in your life looking good and groomed on a budget?
Check out the latest from Philips Norelco. These are innovations in terms of shaving and grooming. What you got here, for example, you got the Shaver Series 5000, basically a turbocharged precision shaver. This can help you get a smooth, fast, close shave every time. 10% boost in terms of power if you need to get through dense parts. And on top of it, there's also the Beard Trimmer Series 7000 to check out, whether you got stubble, beard of different length. What's nice about it is it's got 20 different length settings. It's got breakthrough suction technology, vacuum technology. So basically it helps you make sure you don't make a mess. These would be great gift ideas on a budget as well.
All right, so what's the latest craze in tech?
Oh my gosh, you might have heard about this thing called wearable technology, right? Smartwatches everywhere. This one is super stylish though and super teched out. So it is the Huawei watch, and what's great about this, not only does it look like a stylish classic wristwatch, so it's got stainless steel, sapphire glass behind it, you'd be proud to wear it out, but on top of it, it also connects with Android and iOS smartphones so you can take calls right from your wrist. So just a few great options when it comes to gifts for dads and grads. You can check out my website, techsavvymag.com or akeynote-speaker.com for all sorts of more tips.
All right, thanks, Scott, for sharing the most memorable gifts to celebrate dads and grads. And happy Father's Day to you.
Thanks again, Rosalie. I appreciate it. You have a great day.
According to last year's National Retail Federation survey, 1 in 5 shoppers picked out new gadgets for dads, such as tablets or smartphones, totaling $1.6 billion. The best gifts for digital dads and gadget-loving grads are the ones that show how much you appreciate them. And in these techie times, no one is as well equipped to help you pick out the ultimate tech gift as Emmy Award winner and consumer technology journalist Jennifer Jolly. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning, Rosalie.
All my brothers are among the 75 million NASCAR fans. So, what will wow race car fan dads or grads?
Well, let's start with a really fun gift to remind dads, grads, and your brothers how important it is to just play and be young at heart. This is the Lego Technic Drag Racer. It's an authentic 2-in-1 dragster with true-to-life details, including a V8 engine, moving pistons, working steering and transmission. And then if you want to add a motor and make it pop wheelies, well, that's a simple upgrade with the Lego Power Function Set. And it's really rewarding when you start, you build, you finish. It's a very zen kind of feeling for dads and grads. This is a great gift.
When my family comes over, they need a lesson on which remote goes to what TV, stereo, or the blinds. We need one remote device that integrates home entertainment with home devices.
This is Logitech's Harmony Elite, and it's really a remote control for the entire home. It controls up to 15 devices at once, and then with the interactive feature, you can automate your whole house. So set good night, and it'll turn off the lights and lock the doors. Movie time will dim the lights and start the movie. And get this, this even works through closed cabinet doors, so you can tuck all your DVD players, your gaming devices, all of those out of sight, so you can have true peace and true harmony in your entertainment system and in your home.
Speaking of harmony, what new cell phone services are out there to help us save money and have peace of mind?
So the Net 10 wireless plan is very worth taking a look at. This helps you save up to 25%, even more, and it provides nationwide coverage on one of America's top 4 networks. So you can get unlimited talk, text, 3 gigabytes of 4G high-speed LTE data. He can bring his own phone. He can change plans whenever he wants. So there's a reason why within the industry this is called the No Worries Network. It's kind of don't worry, be happy.
How about sharing your playlist on your phone with your friends and amplify it?
The Altec Lansing Omni Jacket line of speakers. These are fantastic ways to really let dads and grads tune in and rock out. They deliver dynamic sound from every angle and direction. Plus they're waterproof, shockproof, sandproof, basically everything proof. They even float.
All right, there's a new concept in art called digital art for those art lovers, right?
Take a look at what's behind me here. This is an interactive device and platform called Clio that brings motion-rich digital art to life in your home or in your office. It really gives people access to the largest selection of digital art currently available on the planet. And it's really cool because, if you're having a party, you want to change your art for a day or two, you can. And it's also really neat to watch that artwork move.
All right, Jennifer, so where can we learn more about all these gift ideas?
Take a look at thunknews.com/ultimate to read more about all of these.
Thanks, Jennifer, for joining us this morning and sharing your ultimate gifts that show appreciation for our loving dads and grads.
Thank you.
From backyard barbecues to ballparks, Americans will eat more than 7 billion hot dogs between Memorial Day and Labor Day. A recent national survey found more than 90% of Americans regularly enjoy hot dogs, though their taste and hot dog toppings may vary. But one thing Americans agree on is what's inside your hot dog matters. And not all hot dogs are created equally. Here to explain how you can enjoy a healthier hot dog is nutritionist, author, and founder of NaturallySavvy.com, Andrea Donsky. Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning, Rosalie.
As a registered holistic nutritionist, what stood out in this survey to you?
I think the key is that people are looking for cleaner meat, and in particular, cleaner hot dogs, cleaner wieners. And we want to be able to understand everything that we read on a label. So really looking for quality meat and no mystery meat, especially when it comes to hot dogs. So that's why I partnered with Applegate, because all of their hot dogs, their chicken, their beef, and their turkey hot dogs have clean ingredients. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. That's what we want to be eating.
So Americans want a healthier hot dog.
That's right. And one that tastes amazing too, right? So there's no reason that we need to compromise taste for quality. So you can have a great tasting hot dog that has those clean ingredients. So for example, none of their hot dogs have antibiotics or added hormones, which is really important. And they have 4 simple ingredients. Their beef hot dogs has 100% grass-fed beef, water, salt, and spices. That's it.
So when it comes to toppings, what can we add that will have some nutritional value?
Be more adventurous with your toppings. So according to Applegate's survey, they found that about 50% of people love adventure. So why not opt for some fresh herbs? Opt for some homemade salsa or even avocado. That will boost the nutritional value.
Andrea, we know wrapping a bun around a hot dog can add more carbs. Any tips on how to curb those carbs?
You can wrap your dogs in cabbage. There's so many different options for cabbage these days. There's Napa, there's purple. Take a hot dog, put it in a cabbage leaf, add your toppings, so your nutritional toppings, and then wrap it and then eat away.
Sounds delicious to me. What's the healthiest way to cook a hot dog?
If you go according to what people's taste preferences are, most people want a grilled hot dog. It's about 97% of people love their hot dog grilled. But really, you can put it in a toaster oven. You can even boil it. So there's no right or wrong way when it comes to making a hot dog. So really, it comes to what you love best.
It's the American way. Grill that dog.
Yeah, whatever's easiest, exactly. I mean, they all taste amazing, so really whatever's easiest.
All right, so where can our viewers find some hot dog inspiration and recipes?
They can go to Applegate.com, and they can even follow the hashtag #CleanerWiener on social media.
Thanks, Andrea, for sharing how to get the most nutritional value out of fun summer hot dog barbecues.
Yay, thank you. Have a great weekend.
According to the American Heart Association, the average American consumes 22 teaspoons of added sugar a day. That's an extra 350 calories a day. So beware, this is the season for fun under the sun, summer cookouts with family and friends. Joining us this morning is food maven and TV personality Lo Bosworth from MTV's Laguna Beach, the real Orange County and the Hills, and her informative website, The Lowdown. Good morning, Lo.
Hi, Rose. How are you?
It's summertime in Florida, and we all love boating and swimming and entertaining. So what recipes can you share to serve up some great drinks that will cool down the palate and are light on sugar content?
Absolutely. Well, thanks for calling me a food maven. That's very kind of you. I am a culinary school grad, so I love to come up with recipes. I love to experiment, and I'm really excited to be partnering with Splenda Brands because that means I get to come up with recipes so that people can experience the joy of sugar without all of those added calories. And like you said at the beginning, 22 teaspoons. That's 3 times the amount of sugar for women and double the amount of sugar for men every single day. So that's a scary fact. So I'm really glad that I have these recipes here today to share with you. So my first recipe that is perfect for a party, it's one of my favorites, is a Moscow Mule. All you have to do is boil ginger in water, and instead of sugar, which is what you traditionally use in a reduction, I'm swapping that out for Splenda Zero liquid sweetener. So it is 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carb in a liquid form. You're adding some fresh lime juice and fresh mint leaves. I like to serve them in these nice copper mugs. That's the classic way to serve a Moscow Mule. And at my parties, I like to put the pitcher by the front door with empty mugs so that guests can serve themselves right when they walk in the door. So the party gets started immediately.
Any dessert recipes for all ages that are crowd pleasers?
For dessert, I have come up with something that I think is really original. You probably haven't had this before. It is a lemon frozen Greek yogurt pop. So all you do is combine whole fat Greek yogurt with non-fat, some fresh squeezed lemon juice, because we're creating the pop with an amazing lemon flavor. You have some lemon zest, and then I'm swapping out sugar for Splenda for a little bit of sweetness, because you know when you have that lemon bite, you gotta have a little sweetness in there too. So you put that mixture into these molds, get them into the freezer for 3 hours minimum. I even like to do them the night before if I'm having a party, and then you will be ready to serve a delicious original sweet treat to your guests. They are absolutely a huge crowd pleaser.
All right, so what entertainment tips do you have to prepare your outdoor party to keep those nasty bugs away?
Everybody knows about citronella candles, but you know, the ones that you get in the store that are easily accessible are not the most beautiful candles you've ever seen. And if you're having a party and you really want to set the scene and have it look really lovely, I like to make a homemade citronella candle. So you just put the wax into your own container. So I have chosen these gorgeous clay pots in summery colors, and it's a great way to keep the mosquitoes and the bugs away at your gathering.
So where can our viewers find more great recipes and summer entertainment tips?
So many recipes, so many tips and tricks available on sweetswaps.com.
Thanks for joining us this morning, Lo, and sharing your recipes and entertainment tips to live the sweet life this summer.
Have a wonderful summer.
According to the Gun Violence Archive, there was over 8,000 deaths from gun violence last year. The issue of gun control has many facets, from gangs with illegal arms to shop owners trying to protect their livelihood. But if you're a parent who loses a child to gun violence, like Pam Bosley, who lost her 18-year-old son Terrell, who was a college student and a gospel singer, and Terrell was gunned down in his church parking lot. Pam joins us this morning to share her voice and her advocacy efforts for common sense gun legislation. Also joining us this morning is award-winning writer Stephanie Sotig, the director of the breakout Sundance documentary Under the Gun. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rosalie. Thank you for having us.
Stephanie, may I start with you? If 93% of Americans support required background checks on all gun buyers, how will that solve the issue of criminals who steal or buy guns illegally?
Yes, so there's not going to be one law that's going to be a panacea that's going to solve all gun violence. But what we saw is that since the Brady Bill was enacted in 1994, which required background checks, 2.4 million prohibited buyers have been stopped from buying guns. So we know these laws work. States that have universal background checks have fewer rates of homicides and suicides. We know they work. It's not the end-all be-all, but it's a good start.
But criminals won't subject themselves to background checks. So how do we solve that problem?
You know, I think what we need to enable the ATF to do its job. So the agency that is in charge of inspecting to make sure that gun dealers aren't selling, they're called bad apple gun dealers. What we know is that 90% of the guns recovered from crimes are sold from 5% of gun dealers. So we know the gun dealers that are doing this, but the ATF has been so crippled by the gun lobby that they can't do their job. They legally can only inspect gun dealers once a year. However, the resources they have, the money they have to staff, only allows them to inspect a gun store once every 17 years. So that's another area that really needs improvement.
Pam, share with us how your pain of losing your son Terrell changed your family's life forever, and how you touched other parents who lost their child, who come to you for help to end gun violence in their community.
You know, what I learned from this is no place is safe. Terrell was on the grounds of a church and somebody came by shooting and took his life. And I would have never thought that I would be in this situation because my dad was a pastor. I was in church. I'm a Christian young lady. And that taught me that no matter, my husband, you know, we both did the best we could to raise our children. It taught me that no matter what you do, when someone has a gun and the bullet, it doesn't have a name on it. It affects anybody. So it devastated my life. Twice that year I tried to take my life because once your child is taken from you, your life is not worth living because you live for your children. And my younger son, my middle son, he was suffering from depression because he lost his brother. So the part people don't get is the devastation that it do to a family. My family will never be the same. Before this happened, I was a singer. Me and Terrell shared the music, and now I don't sing at all. I'm out here advocating. I'm Terrell's voice, and I'm out here advocating for change. And I'm not sitting back for sympathy because I don't want no one's sympathy. I want change. I want action. I need people to get out and watch Under the Gun and understand what's going on, because we all have a voice. We have to vote right. It's a lot that we can do to change this. There's no excuses for what we're going through in our communities. It's an American problem, and we all deserve to have our pursuit of happiness.
Stephanie, with so many important issues in our nation, how did you get involved in gun violence?
I grew up in the town next to Newtown, Connecticut. I grew up in Brookfield, which is a stone's throw to Newtown. So when the Sandy Hook massacre happened, it was like it happened in my hometown. And you know, I had the belief, you hear so many people say now that like things like that just don't happen in our town. So seeing that it could happen in my town made me realize it could happen anywhere. And I was pregnant at the time, and you know, I really realized I was bringing my son into a very different world, and that, you know, I hear so many of these parents saying, if only I had done something sooner, if only I had gotten involved in this issue before I suffered this loss. And I thought, well, you know, I want to learn from their regret and from their feelings, and I want to do something before, you know, I don't want to find myself in that same position.
Pam and Stephanie, tell us what you believe the audience should take away after watching Under the Gun.
What I need the audience to do is, when you watch this, it's very educational, and it's a lot of things that you did not know. So I need you to tell, you know, your friend, and we need to be a louder voice than the NRA. We can talk about this film, but don't just talk about it, but put action behind it.
In the film, we wanted to juxtapose Pamela's story with a family in Newtown, Mark Barden, to show the disconnect between, you know, they're both families that had 3 children and they both lost a son. And in Newtown, there was this incredible outpouring of support, rightfully so. They absolutely deserved it. But where is the outpouring of support for Chicago? You know, this weekend alone, 64 shootings. It doesn't make the CNN news banner. People tend to marginalize it and say that it's gang related. And what we've seen is that oftentimes it's not gang related, but quite frankly, even if it was gang related, lives matter regardless.
Exactly.
We should be doing something. This is so un-American what's happening in this country, and we are, you know, leading the charge on gun violence in the world. You have a constitutional right to own a gun. No one is contesting that. What we need to do is enact some common sense measures that will just make it harder for mentally ill, people on the terror watch list to get a gun. And you can see the film right now on iTunes and Amazon and on demand.
Thank you, ladies, for joining us this morning and opening up the conversation on common sense gun control. And Pam, may your advocacy efforts continue and ultimately help save lives.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rosalie.
Fathers are role models, and their involvement can lead children to better perform in school and exhibit healthier behaviors. And if both parents are involved in a child's life, there is a lasting and positive impact that teaches a young person how to respect all lives. Share with us how you guide your child's behavior to protect and respect themselves and others at facebook.com/Rose Lee Show. Or follow us on Instagram @The Rose Lee Show. And watch this episode and many others here at ION Television, or 24/7 at RosalieArcherShow.com. Thanks for joining us this morning. We look forward to you joining us again soon.